Today, I'm standing inside a festive Christmas market. But let's be real, we're not here for lights or decorations. We're here to test something far more exciting. The brand new 8K firmware update for the DJI Osmo Action 6, which just dropped and honestly caught a lot of people off guard. When the Osmo Action 6 first launched, one of the biggest criticisms was its resolution. Compared to competitors, it had the lowest maximum video resolution, and if it had launched with 8K, from day one, it would have been a massive selling point. My guess? DJI rushed the original release to hit the Black Friday and holiday shopping window, and this 8K update is what we're seeing now in this video.
Ow.
Compare 8000 versus 4K footage, break down what actually changes in real-world use, and explain why you need to be careful when shooting 8000 in low-light conditions. Before we jump into the footage, let's address the elephant in the room. Is this real 8K or just a marketing trick? Some people are skeptical, and honestly, that's fair. The maximum raw photo resolution is 38MP 71,685,376, which doesn't fully match native 8K video resolution. But here's the interesting part. When you shoot photos in 16:9 instead of 4:3, the resolution jumps to 7808 x 4416, which actually exceeds native 8000 width. On paper, at least. The Osmo Action 6 is capable of near-native 8K capture, but specs don't matter if they don't hold up in real life, so let's test it. At first glance, the difference between 4K and 8K can feel subtle, especially if you're watching on a smaller screen or a compressed YouTube upload. But when I viewed the original files on a 42-inch old TV, the extra detail was definitely noticeable. Even without zooming in, the real advantage becomes obvious when you crop into the footage. Small text is where upscaling usually falls apart. But in 8K, fine text stays readable without weird spacing or artificial-looking artifacts. That tells us this isn't just a eye upscaling. There's genuine extra detail here. If you like to crop, reframe, or punch in during editing, shooting in 8K gives you a lot of flexibility. Even if your final export is still in 4K, that said, 8K isn't perfect. It's limited to 30 frames per second and only available in 16:9, which instantly rules it out for a lot of shooting scenarios. For everyday content, it's honestly overkill. Here's something interesting though. A 2x crop in 8K during editing gives you roughly the same level of detail as using the 2x in-camera zoom while recording in 4K. So if all you want is a tighter, shot-in-camera zoom is more storage-friendly. The trade-off? You lose the ability to zoom back out later, something 8000 gives you, overall. In good lighting, this 8000 mode absolutely delivers more real detail. Heavily on pixel binning, where multiple pixels combine into one larger pixel to reduce noise. This works great in 4K, but in 8K that safety net is mostly gone in darker environments. The Osmo Action 6's 8K mode shows lower brightness, more visible noise, lower usable ISO levels compared to 4000. D-Log-M in particular behaves strangely, introducing a strong reddish color cast in low light that simply doesn't appear in 4K. So while I'm genuinely glad DJI added 8K through this firmware update, it's not something I'll use all the time. I personally prefer shooting at 60 FPS for slow motion flexibility. And with 8000 capped at 30 FPS plus heavier storage and processing demands, it's very much a situational tool. Now I want to hear from you. Does this new 8K mode actually matter to you, or are you sticking with 4K? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is GadgetVerse, and I'll see you in the next one.